bar for bar.
Okay, C9 against C9 on defense, NRG on attack. It is 3-1 pistol to NRG. What an absolute shot that is.
Yeah, they can quickly move back over into the A side as well. I don't know if NRG are going to want to breach through this smoke. We've got the one flash on Ethan.
3-1 at the moment for pistols.
Here goes Ethan, but instantly dealt with. Mitch just playing on
dude, this recon is incredible from Mitch.
Open things up. And that's the beauty of these double duelist comps. You have so much mobility in the mid round to quickly rotate. You're flooding into mid, then you're always TPing back, and you're into A. You have a TP set up to get back over towards C as well. It's really tough to play that slow mid-round style that NRG loves because of how proactive C9 are able to be in that mid-round.
Yeah, and I think what we're going to see a lot, like the big differentiating factor between these two comps is going to be the Neon versus the Jet. And I think what the Neon comp is going to be better at is doing sort of like team fighting, set pieces, you know, scaling off of limited, you know, flash utility, etc. Whereas the Jet,
he's just like, please, someone overstep.
Defense, looking for these opening fights next.
Oh, he's going for the orb on B.
Makes sense to see Oxy getting his Jet back up to form though. Well, we're looking at the changes to the map pool.
He's like, I'm not going to die.
He
was like, I'm going to go get the orb on B. And then he's like, hold up. There's going to be no one there to kill me.
Playgrounds. There have always been maps where Oxy excels on this agent.
And both these teams, they got boring, so they floated Ascent in Icebox, but then they banned it in the second phase. Yep. So that's why we end up on Pearl, because as a map, teams can have a lot more practice on just going from kickoff in the last few months of play.
Both these teams,
so 3-2 on the Pistols.
Had a nice round month or so.
Got no plan for NRG, so they can't really be buying anything into this. Don't give me another tech pause, dude.
Bit of unfortunate news, folks. Seems like we have another tech pause coming in.
Fun way to start off the day, you
know?
It's
gonna be a long one today, no doubt.
Yeah. The computers have to warm up to start stage one.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that how computers work? You know, if you don't run them in a while, you gotta. It's like a car. You know, the battery dies. You gotta bring in a new one.
I don't think that's how it works, but
that's how my car
Someone
works.
stop the shooting. Is Waylay playable? Yeah, Waylay's playable. Restart? Nah, there won't be another restart here. I'm pretty sure there was no bug.
That was so unnecessary. Okay, good news. Tech pause was short. We got to make a GG, and we're starting the game again. It's 1-0 for C9 here.
So no one buys anything for NRG, and everyone buys something for C9, so any bit of damage is good damage, yeah.
And finally, we see an Outlaw. I don't think we've seen a single Outlaw today.
Double duelists sticking together, punish over towards B.
Well, that's the thing. I wonder if the coaches have clued into that, realized. There we go. Zeppa just there to bail his teammate out, even with a good flash out of Ethan. Not going to happen with that duo working together.
Could be that, or could be as simple as I'm Jet on an anti-eco.
Yeah, this might be very, very clean. We got regen armor as well. Like, no one's rebuying armor here. This is a great start for C9. They found the Outlaw at least, so everyone's going to have to buy heavy armor.
That's been doing a lot more today. Been up out of his chair all throughout map 2. Once C9 started winning rounds, he's getting active. And now just eyeing up the purchase coming into this next round, and NRG are continuing. So even though they saw the Outlaw in that last round, I don't think it fired a shot, but they at least saw it.
No, it got a kill, no?
It did get a kill. They know it's there.
It got a kill and they get 4 light armors.
Yeah, it's a risk to be taken for sure.
That's a giant risk.
But Oxy not in the position to do too much as judge, however, from Vic. In the right place at the right time.
C9 have an incredible chance to bonus.
To, like, play these tandem positions next to each other, the two duelists.
They got a judge against light armor. We got an outlaw against light armor. Okay, handled this one well, but they still got to deal with Oxy, and he can one-shot pretty much everyone. He can one-shot everyone.
But at the same time, there's a drone into mid, saw nothing. Oxy is backside with the outlaw still. Smoke is really annoying to deal with. The flash
stun hit.
The stun comes in. Mata and Zeppa right up in each other's face there. Zeppa takes down the first one, and now as the flood comes in, it's Mata and Brock still alive on
1 HP.
But Oxy's still up on that outlaw.
Yeah, dude, and he can still one-shot everyone. God, why did no one buy any armors here? Oh my god, that was really bad from NRG. Nicely done from C9, but I don't know. I think you gotta respect Oxy when you see him get a kill.
And no one
Like when
actually
you see him
being
get a
able to
kill
get
with
into backside
Outlaw,
really surprised me.
I
didn't
gotta
think there
see
was
some
any
Guardians or
counter
something. You
utility
gotta
thrown out
prioritize
by
that heavy
C9,
armor.
but Oxy was in a bad way back there. He was stunned, he was flashed. People could be coming every sort of which
Wait,
way
Oxy
against
popped
him.
knives? Right, really?
Very nice.
Yeah, just a highlight reel
Oh,
for
he
the
did,
Outlaw.
yeah.
And now NRG
I
back
mean,
down to an eco. Again, the Outlaws
sure,
can
dude.
have
It's like
crazy
a
value.
tiny loss, man.
It's funny because the way C9 are playing
Still
is
keeps the
effectively all
Outlaw
of our
can farm
utilities on one
out.
side of
He's
the
gonna
map.
have enough
The
money
other
to
side
get
of
an
the map is gonna be
op if
Jet
he wants to.
Yoru. We put the Jet all the way up front B. Now our Yoru is going to be.
Dude, this is a
running back
nice
over
little
to the A
setup.
side.
Cage,
That's one of the
Cage. You got a
beauties. They
kill,
stop. They got
trip.
two characters that
We got
can
info,
brawl as
trip,
much
and
as
we
they
got the
want and
Sova
still
here
have
to
that get out of jail
recon to
free.
try to get
And
kills
because that
behind
Jet
the
has
cage.
this very forward line. Like we have beautiful information. It allows this stack of 3 players.
I
into
like
the
this
A
from
site.
C9. Dude, the
And
setups
there's
look
Vic
good at the
playing
moment.
Again with the Judge in connector. Can hear audio in mid. There's a camera there too to be able to swing off of. Cool.
Oxy sees one. Doesn't want to take too much risk though.
Surprise, Yoru's TP'd back already. We're fine.
Yeah, got the
A bait
early
setup
info.
too. Oxy can take contact and they'll send out the clun. Okay. Every shot was fired, but Vic gets the kill at range and Oxy a chance to repossess some players down long with that Outlaw. As they'll tuck tail run back towards mid. They don't want to test him.
On the head though.
All right, NRG finally walked into street there, broke the Cypher camera. It's possible NRG log that for future memory. It's just the cam here, so it requires Net to be inside it for the info. And now they've allowed Som to get back into connector. Now C9 not going to be fooled by this too much. There's a good tripwire in Art that would see that. And Mid just turned around back in secret, clearing their spawn.
10 seconds. Net has a very
Yeah,
nice
and
trip
it's
here,
gonna get
and
wrecked by
Monik
this
gets
kill
caught
trap.
by his own stun. Can't follow up. Towards secret. The stall is
I'd
good.
stick that
Has
plant.
found a kill, but there's no time for the plant to come down, and now it's just the task of dying for the remaining energy players. They get their extra 300 creds for the
Okay.
plant after time.
Good news for C9 is this 4 people surviving again. It's 4-0 and it's been like a convincing 4-0. The money is incredible. There's still an Outlaw in play. And you would imagine they're going to buy heavy armor. And they got so much money that I'm so fine for him to buy an op here.
Oh, ridiculous reflex. But you're right. This is starting to get towards concerning territory.
Yeah. Honestly, I just want to
That's
see
super
NRG
concerning
run
because
some
the
more
setups
exec looks. I
from
think that's one of the things
C9
that comes
look
so
really
nicely,
nice as
especially
well.
execs onto the B side.
That's why it's also
you can throw out your
concerning.
teleports into the top left corner of sight. And then even
Okay.
use the neon wall
So
to
Oxy must
give
have gone
you that
down
extra
then,
layer
right?
of protection so you can get those forward
Outlaw
teleports
died?
and
Oh,
fight
okay.
into
Yeah, so
backside very
Oxy just
quickly.
doesn't go for the op
It's
though.
Vanessa's team now.
But he's already
Always
done the
likes
damage,
taking
which means they're
time
going to
with
be
these
buying
slow
heavy armor
mid-rounds,
anyway.
and It's a similar start. They stun now all 4 players postured to make it
No
execute
pressure.
happen,
We gotta
and
look at
that's
C9.
exactly
Every time I watch
where they'll follow
C9,
up.
I see someone just
Slide forward
holding
from
the
Mob.
outskirts with
Oxy
just
gets
one,
out, and C9
which
will
means that they
just
can just have
turn
numbers
away
over
and wait
towards
for
the
the
other
retake.
site.
Mitch holding onto
Plant
Hunter's
out in the
Fury.
open, Sov all goes in, stops the plant.
Down, so NRG gonna try to scatter the wind, but already Pig's been found by Oxy. The
Really
shots
nice from
coming through
Mitch.
for Mitch too.
Dude, C9 look great.
Out of seemingly nowhere.
Zeppa's still in heaven. Clone broken, but he's really causing problems
FNS
here
has
now.
got to a good
Drone
pause
can
if they
make
can get a
back
plant
in.
down.
Duel against Ethan leads up a lot of damage. A dart for Mitch. Another attempt at the plant. But it's just bullying from C9. Finally, inroads for NRG. They get to
Wow,
2
some
kills,
kills
but Vic is
3.
down to the second
Wait,
round.
wait, what? Where's that kill on FNS? What is this round, dudes? That's nuts, because Som's done unbelievable here, and then Vic has this kill on FNS. I gotta see it in slow-mo.
Survives there at the end.
It's 1 bullet blind through a cage for that second kill.
And after
Oh my god.
yes,
That is outrageous.
just an unbelievable Red Bull clutch from Vic.
Oh my god. Couldn't say it better myself.
They're like, what is that?
It's a 5-0 start to this map. NRG have to be
Yeah, and they
stunned
look
after
strong.
losing that round.
Now,
They
okay,
got good
take
setups.
a breather, right? Because
They got a
NRG,
little
yes,
bit,
they lost 5 rounds in a row.
luck
Yes,
going
it's
on their side for
dire,
that
and
one.
I promise I'm not trying to cope for them, but I'm kind of coping for them. They've
But
got
give me
4
the cope.
I'll give you the cope. They've got 4 ultimates ready for themselves,
Sure.
right? NRG. They also, because they keep going for light armor, they've got another buy round that wasn't actually a swing for them. but it's starting to become sort of now or never, and especially I'm looking at Oxy finding an operator now on the defense.
Now Oxy brings the
That's
op
yet
out. This is
another
gonna be
problem
nice.
for NRG.
The first one of these dire timeouts that NRG's new coach
Must
has
win
had to talk
rounds
through.
for
Vanessa
NRG,
was talking about
and you're going to
how
see a
much
lot
he
of ults go
valued
into
that
this one.
input, the
C9 can
strategic
for
changes,
sure
those
play
ideas
heavy retake
in
on one of
timeouts
these
like
sites
this.
because they got Astra
thought
ult,
Mike
so
would
we
bring
can
that
see
to
them
the
lean
team.
heavier over towards
I mean,
A,
talk about
and then
call out. I know you're
I
trying to talk
imagine
about
on B
Mike,
that's
but I'm
going to
talking
leave
about
the
Amy
site
right now. Tells
itself.
Oxy to switch off the op, go for the outlaw. NRG are just buying
Yeah, and
right
C9
numbers
still
anyways.
doubling down on this A with the double cage,
And it's
double
gonna be all
kill
the better.
trip.
Only
And
Mata
the Sova here as
won't be
well.
one shot to that weapon.
Like the Sova recons they've been doing on A have looked really strong.
Molly drops
We've seen
down,
them
but
twice
quickly
have like good
broken.
impact.
NRG are really trying to sell a fake into the A side.
Your
Your
old
ult with
spots
that
too. Where's the
fake
backup
Molly
TP?
tossed on out,
TP
but
at
really
middle.
Going back into street to guide the way for Mata to move forward into a late B pinch.
Very nice.
Yeah,
roll
and
up
this
there.
is a
We've seen
little
that
bit
happen
rough
from a
for
couple other
C9
players
because
before.
Oxy's
This is
committed.
classic finesse
But
calling,
he
though,
has got
slowing down
four
the
people,
pace.
four
And
people
now
again that
Finesse
can get
playing
one
that
shot. Oh my god, he might just own
hard as
this.
the wall comes down and Oxy is stuck in backside. Seeing players come in, finds the first, the rest of C9 is here. Ready to keep on fighting through. Som equalizes for
Yeah,
a
hit the
moment
only
for
other
NRG.
pass. He did hit the
Oxy
other
still
dude.
a problem in
He
backside.
is farming with
Continuing
this
to find
outlaw.
kills, upgrading into the gun, finally
He
dealt
did a
with by
lot of
Mata.
damage on Mata
Down
as well.
goes the
Did
plant for
140, the only
Brock.
person with heavy.
Net walled off.
Yeah,
A dart ready to
and
go
they
through.
have to stick on site because they're up
Doesn't
against the
catch on to
Astra ult,
anything
even though
instead.
Brock
A
wants to
slow
get out of there
walk
with his
up,
ult.
Great adjustment onto Mitch and
Okay, they
NRG.
all got a kill.
Finally, after 5
God, I was
rounds lost in a
nervous for
row,
them there.
close
Good
things
news
out
for
and make their
C9 is
way
they didn't
onto
use
the
the
board.
Astra ult into it
That
though.
was a nice round coming out of the timeout for NRG. Finesse and Mike's cooking that one up, going for that fake A into a B split. Way faster than you would necessarily expect. right? 'Cause
Finally,
usually if you're
dude,
faking
if
A like
Mata
that,
doesn't get that
you'd be
kill
way
on
heavier in
Oxy with
through
10
ramp.
HP,
No, they still had the bodies going down long.
like honestly, if Oxy had held
Really, it was
strong back
Ethan's
of
pathing
elbow,
there to set it up. This time,
it's
though,
not really
all
his
up
fault.
front.
Like they had a
Amy,
good
Amy,
smoke
get
for him
ready.
to get out of there, but
Astra Util on both
it's an
sides.
8-person duel at A
Oxy
main.
dashing forward. But it's slow for now. Finally, the push goes in, but C9, they're winning every fight. 3 for 2 in the Draves. They hold strong in main. Don't give an inch to NRG.
Okay, winnable.
Finesse, though, left alone and so blind in main. Has
It would
an
be a
isolated
1v3 for
duel
Finesse if he
against
wins
Zeppa.
this.
But Zeppa was a
He gets
monster on the
1v1s.
last map, and
Dude,
yet
this is
again,
nice from
he
C9.
shuts
Just
it
as they win a
down.
rounds,
NRG, they won
they
their
take
round,
him down.
but
1-9
C9
loss bonus.
immediately
I think there's
fly.
2 of them that can't buy. They got an
So
eco.
quick with it too.
Dude, C9
Maybe
might
seeing
just
a
wreck
walk down
him.
on the other side. C9 calling to get out in front of that.
It's a lot on defense
Basic
as well.
hit after the fake in the previous round. Got a really good read on that one out of Mitch.
Dude, 4-person A main for C9.
Refight as they come on down. I mean, there's so many stars on the ground. I counted 3 of them.
Nice! Woo! Hey, let's go!
And now Oxy's getting hype.
No timeout. I definitely thought there would be a
NRG's gonna
timeout
call
from
another
NRG.
quicker
Did I
round.
miss one earlier? There must have been one earlier.
Take fast control
But
towards
if you're
B.
looking at
Last time they
C9
did
at the
this, it was
moment, they
just
put
follow
so
up with a
much
flank coming
priority
through.
on the
And
sides
they pretty much
that you
forced
would
the commit.
imagine that NRG
Drone
needs
ends
to
up
just
saving
start
C9 there.
walking through middle.
Finesse is in
Like
the
every time I
space, but
watch
now
C9
Finesse
at the
is
moment,
stuck.
they've got
Knocked
early
on
info,
away, and now
early
he's
info, or
scouting
like
out. He
full
can't do that, just
facing
like
that we
Fracture
saw here,
again.
full facing
Gets
again.
caught out in his spawn.
What's going on with Net? Doesn't move out of the way. But that's inroads for NRG.
So
Even
this
down
is just
into a
looks like a
4
set
versus
thing
4,
that
but a lot of
C9 do
pressure
when
on
they
this
have the
flank.
Yoru ult.
Drone
They go
traded
full
out with the
aggro and then
clone.
they try and fast retake. And
Where
Net
does
definitely
NRG
messed up.
fight? They'll go towards spawn.
Fighting forward there as Brock is left on his own.
You can tuck behind there and
That's
recon.
Siri. He desperately wants to escape, but the util is overwhelming. Shorty in his face. Oxy
It's a
traded.
great trade from someone
Excellent
this
work
one.
from Som.
Another
Mitch is gonna be coming in
3v3.
So late from his own spawn. Now the Astral Wall is called down. Nick right up on top
What a
of that.
kill that
Beef
is.
lying in wait.
It all comes down to Mitch. He has bided so much time and now activates for 1. Zeppa snuck out onto the site, but the Astro Wall obfuscating the last player. C9.
Didn't see him, and Mitch managed to get 2. 7-1. Sorry about this one, Des.
They'll find this defuse.
Som seemed shocked to find a player there on the screen. Thought everyone was going to be coming in from behind the Astral Wall, but the patience out of Vic ends up paying off beautifully.
C9 now, you mentioned it. The last two maps, they've been so proactive at pushing through these flanks, finding where Finesse is lurking, flushing him out, and then being able to pinch in on these retakes and win them.
We got it, let's go!
Okay, double
I
timeout.
love
Double
Oxy.
timeout. And they definitely...
Always
But the
entertaining.
problem is now, a C9
NRG
just
calling
not
a second
gonna
timeout.
heavy hold on to
We're 8
like
rounds
Art
in,
and
we're out of
Door.
timeouts for the map.
I also
There are
don't
some
think that
fleets in your
C9 need to
defensive side,
change
'cause
their
right now tactics aren't
A.
working at all, and it's not like you're calling the timeout to
The A at the
craft up
moment
the
looks
perfect
so
plan to win right
strong.
now. Like, they've got no money, Mimi.
The Cypher setup with the
A couple ults to work
with the
but
Sova.
you're probably looking down the barrel of 8. And Oxy,
Like
again,
honestly,
he's
until
been
NRG
abusing
to
them
start
with
like
his
strolling
outlaw
through
only, and
Art,
he's
I'm not
buying it
sure
again.
C9
Yeah, it's
needs
like
to
the
change
first game,
anything.
Oxy's really been having a good time for himself, 11-6 right now, and it's large part due to that weapon. And so far for NRG, like, they
Let's see.
feel like their A hits are working, right? They're pretty consistently
another
able to get
outlaw.
onto the A site, put the spike down. It's the post plants where it's sort of slipping away. And
I mean, I would've been so
oftentimes in
down
very
for it.
close round states, and sometimes that can be the hardest to sort of work yourself out from that hole where it's things are going really well for most of the round up until they aren't.
Okay, C9 changed something
Sometimes it
up a
doesn't
little
require
bit where the
a
Cypher's
huge
now going over
strategic change.
towards
Sometimes
B,
just the way you're
but
talking together,
the
sometimes
whole
just the way you're planning
four-person
these little
push
round moments.
towards A main
Out of
is
the
still
last
here.
timeout, NRG went for
It's
a
pretty
pass
much
A
the
hit,
same
C9
3
falling
rounds
to
in a
A
row
main.
from
They won off
C9.
that round. They're gonna do the same
This
thing again,
1-4.
but NRG instead look towards B here.
And again, C9 probably put the most priority
Like they're going
on
back into the same side
the
here.
outskirts that I've ever seen a
The thing
team
with
do.
how NRG
But
is
again,
playing,
I
though,
think
is
this is
that
how you play the
they're
map.
almost always taking a lot of time before they
Set
actually
up the
commit to these
one,
hits.
get all the info. Especially with a Yori where you can
Yori
TP
CP
over and
back
just
in.
have a 3-2 majority of the
Another
time.
player as well getting out on his side. That's great out of net. The entry falls. And
Really
another
nice,
out
man.
of net.
Dude, they look great on this map.
C9 hold the line flawlessly.
They look really good on this map. E-Wolf with the Prime, thank you so much as well, dude. Thank you with the 5 months.
Throwaway round there from NRG, but still doesn't help you feel like you just got flattened running into the site. NRG, it is time to show up. They've got 4 ultimates to play with.
And the reason why they aren't going middle, they haven't really sussed out that they're going so heavy on the sides yet.
NRG are walking on into him. So it'll be NRG switching over to the other side of the playbook.
Dude, same thing again for C9. They go for the 4-1 with the Yoru TP.
Astrostar goes down.
Yeah, okay, this is nice from NRG. They realize that they're forcing and fighting hard over towards A, and now they take Art. So honestly, C9 are going to have to change their stuff up.
C9 aware of the
But it's taken
possibility.
NRG so long
gonna
to
read through
realize it
this.
that
In force.
they just did an incredible pass.
NRG hold
This is
the
great from
line for
NRG.
this.
Nice.
Great double. The ult from Mitch.
Imagine they lose this though, because this Soval is pretty nice. 3 separate tags.
It's lovely out of him, and some doing well too.
Round just kind of fell apart there from C9 with NRG pivoting quickly out of A main. I think that's really nice. Last few rounds they've seen that Net's been set up pretty selfishly on the sites he's playing with his tripwires. So after seeing
Okay,
the
but this is an
overinvestment
okay
that
loss for
took into
C9
A
because
main,
now all they're gonna
realizing,
do
hey, there
is,
might not even be a
you would
trick at all. They can
imagine,
work in
now
that
all they're
space,
gonna
wait for
do
the
is
reclear.
just, you
That's
could
why
even
two
like
there,
fake
wins
the
round.
fight over towards A main and then just hold heavy middle, but I think you're just gonna see a
nice cover from
heavy Art and heavy Door hold.
Oh my God.
Great work out of Brock as well. Making
Yeah, the
the
counter
on-the-fly
ult.
call to go for that
Or you
counter
could
ult.
even go 4-person
pretty,
aggro
wasn't
middle
it?
if you wanted to.
It's been a long-awaited kind of prospect to have Brock in Tier 1. The last time he played it was technically called Challengers, but it was Tier 1 back then.
2022, right?
Yeah, he was on Ghost Gaming, and he was playing against NRG. Ethan, on the team back then, before even his stint with EG,
Yeah.
lost there, bombed out of playoffs with Ghost Gaming, hasn't been back to Tier 1 since, but now he's here on a VCT America stage.
Okay, so yeah, they fake the A fight
bring this game
again,
back.
smoke, recon, and they double group over
Dart
towards
quickly
Art.
shot, though, from Net. Again, falling back into this anchor spot, this time calling Oxy into Street. The rest of C9
Dude,
not quickly
is
rotating.
the NRG thinking they're going to be fighting heavy here, so
They're
they want to just
happy
keep it
wait
simple,
out this,
Killjoy
and their
or
camera
get over
timing just
towards
sees
B.
Just about everything. They got the info on 3 and the Killjoy. Only the Astra unseen so far.
You want to fight it?
Yeah, this is a classic though. Didn't have to overthink this too much. Killjoy into Astral. Fast Flood goes in. Damn, dude. 3-person Fast Flood with Zephyr taking the TP backside. He did so much damage, bro. He did so much damage. He took the TP backside.
And now Psalm with 3 players lined up.
It's so fun watching a fearless Yoru. We've had quite a few of them this year, but
and he gets a 4K spray transfer. You don't see that.
That was
very
beast,
often.
man. Dude,
That's just crazy.
they're good on this
C9
map.
are thriving in the chaos. They're so constantly able to get into these positions where they're pushing through a smoke. We saw them Fracture 2 or going
Oh, what a
TP
flash though it was.
combo. Zephyr set that up himself.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Dude, he got 2 bullets off on that guy as well.
Spray transfer doesn't fucking hit.
Dude, it would have been a crazy clip if he got that guy.
9-2 though. C9 yet again arresting NRG's momentum.
Stingers on Mod and Brock. NRG needs someone to step up, but so far they haven't found a guy. Once again, testing into the art space. This worked for them the last time they went there, but that also came with a lot of early investment, a lot of presence shown from C9 into main. So they've got to use the drone this time, work their way into the space slowly. C9 have a couple of players waiting for them.
High-low setup for C9. NRG waiting for the smoke to dissipate. In goes the neon.
Dude, Mada doubled back on himself. That's incredible.
Will claim the A site.
Dude, they really need this round.
Eyes are still on Vic, stuck
They
in
really
back
need this
secret.
round. They really need a pistol, and they
NRG
probably
taking
need a
their time.
bonus.
They're giving some moments for Psalm to creep down into connector. Psalm decides not to go for it.
Really
His hand
nice
comes in from
round.
Mata, that's perfect. And get the spike down, fall into main. No smokes to worry about with Ethan dealing with net. This round is coming firmly into the
Dude,
grasp of
still
NRG.
9 on defense is so
Only Oxy with an
nice.
operator. Lamada's 2 prepared a 4K from one of NRG's rookies gets them at least a 3rd round. But that is still a brutal half to swallow for NRG. It was all C9 all day.
9-3 half there.
Starts with a pistol. I mean, yeah, they gotta get it fast though.
The streak they put together at the
Dude,
start
people-
was just kinda crazy.
people sting is
Oxy
insane,
finally
so.
feeling himself back on the stage, making it start to happen. We've come so far since that first map. Now C9.
Yeah, this was rough for NRG though. I think you gotta like in my opinion here, like I think they got game plan diffed. First of all, like I really like how C9 played this map where they just heavy prioritized the sides, and even like this 4-1 they were doing with the Yoru ult and then just TPing to make it just a 3-2 early. Like I like the whole game plan and just making sure one person on the side to get early info. Where NRG messed up in my opinion, this 3rd round is like a little bit criminal. Where they die to an outlaw 2nd round. Dude, I should use a better pen against the background. Where they die to an outlaw 2nd round, and then 4 of them have light armor coming into the first big buy round. You can't be doing that. You gotta respect the outlaw more than this, especially with Oxy. Like Oxy's a beast. So I think they messed up with that. Lil Mins with the tier 1. Thank you so much for the 4 months. Thank you. C9 on point against NRG. Yeah, pretty much for the last, like, what, 2 years now. I will say NRG also, they don't really look good until they have demos on people. Like, maybe some maps they look great on, but it never looks as good as once they kind of get, like, a demo of a team and work out how they like to play.
Far below their expectations in that tournament. And now here again to start stage 1. They have a chance to make it a 3-peat.
And C9 have been letting them know it too. I don't think I've ever seen Net this vocal. He's been into it up on that stage.
Net's
Even with
super
some of the
pumped
tech
up.
delays and whatnot, that has not halted his momentum
I also
whatsoever.
really like
Since that start of the
C9's
second map,
A-hold.
that Crisp NRG that dominated on their map.
Like, I think that A-hold is awesome.
Played a beautiful macro game.
Even though Net had, like, not the most, like, you would look at the score and not think that it's that impactful. But like the setups on A and the info that he was getting on B was just sick.
For NRG to win. Good news though.
Like I love their Cypher setups. I think they're great.
This comp
In
is
terms of the
already
pistols
on
at the moment, we've got a
defense, fast
3-2.
rotates.
It's
The
1-0
duelists
on this
flying
map, and
into sights
NRG
together.
have
But
to
they still have to put the pieces together.
win this pistol.
Replicated, and Ethan already darted out. He's probably considering that gate crash.
Yeah, he's all the way over on the A side
Okay,
now, as a
so
matter of fact.
attack smoke.
Ethan didn't
Push
have a
them off
super
with the
hot
recon.
first half on the
We
order.
got pressure over towards B at the
Now,
same
site
time.
really
They
has
create
just
pressure
been
deep
finesse.
here, and
Brock
then they
holding
push
things
through
down.
doors so
What are
that
they cooking here? A
you're
fake
looking over
into
towards
B.
site.
3 players then walking street, and no one holding
Yeah.
that space from NRG.
Yeah, and this
The
could be
fake
an
into
empty
the
site
real
here
hit,
as
and
well.
NRG
I wonder how
sort
much
of
the
bit on
molly
it. As a matter
spams
of
can
fact,
get them.
Ethan's still sticking towards that A side of the map. See what Brock can do from up in tower, though. Smoked off the classic. You can't imagine it's going to be a lot.
See what
but
the
he's got a couple
recon's
of shock
like.
darts.
Second one's good.
But the plant will go down
Dude, look at that
regardless.
HP. 1 HP for Vic.
Going to combo the flash and the dart now coming on through.
2 players in backhaul for C9. That's the brunt of this hold. And the slide shut down by Zeppa. Another player.
Damn, Zeppa's
taken
aim's
care of.
looking crisp.
This is a
Zeppa's aim
nightmare.
is looking
3 kills
crisp.
from Zeppa, and the cleanest post plant you've ever seen for C9.
Very nice from C9.
Zeppa has just been so
So
good
2-0
this
on
year
this one for
C9.
pistols. It ends a
Another 3K for
3-3
him.
for pistols.
Like when he's
Can't
on, this
complain
team's
too
kind of
much.
unstoppable.
I don't know what he has against NRG. He had a life game last time they played. Stepping up big time this series as well.
I mean, turning the flash there, then re-aggressing on the same angle.
I mean, yeah, he's just insta.
And that's the
He's
coordination
insta-looking on
that
heads.
Baby, let's go!
that was missing from NRG in the first half, right? T9 is so ready. Okay, a retake.
Okay,
They're
NRG
gonna
go for a
send the
4-spy. We
flash
got
dart. Here we go.
4
I mean, just
stingers,
excellent from them.
and we got a Bucky.
Force from NRG trying to get involved.
Oh, yeah, that
and a nice
recon
start,
though.
spots out a couple. The
Yeah,
open
that
up
recon
belongs
got
to
him a
NRG.
lot here. It's a great start.
They can lean
They
back
got no
into this
duelist now
A
to enter
side.
over
Keep your
towards
eyes in
here.
mid as well, 'cause
We
while
got
Ned is
TP
trying
over
to work
towards
into
B.
art,
We've got a
Hot is sitting
Killjoy
with Bucky
committed
right up
though.
against
As we
Dumbledore.
can see, NRG, the gamble of putting a
Finesse
Killjoy
also
here is really
walked
going
up
to pay
down
off.
B long. So a lot of angles that C9 has to re-clear here if they want to head back that way.
And C9 really with
A
couple of
Bucky
phantoms
with a
don't
neon
wanna walk
close.
into these close spaces, so good of them to
Looking
leave
like
that
the,
only pistol on the team in
the buzz
art.
clip.
The other 3 are going to work down into B.
Oh, dude, FNS is
As
in
long as,
trouble.
At worst, it's a 1-for-1 with finesse.
This is
C9
like
are
the
still gonna
only
be very
thing that I
controlled
didn't
this
like
round.
from NRG setup here.
And send Vic in first. Trade him out with the rifles.
Patience net. Don't jump the gun.
Finesse with an opportunity here. Clone through. He
Okay,
shoots the clone.
he's done
and lines
enough.
him up. It's
He's
1
for
one.
sure
That's
done
all right.
enough. Got info on the
That done.
others. Do
And
they
he's time to
consider net?
walk all the way through Psalm. I don't think he saw him on that
No
jump beat.
way. This is a nuts pulse to
And
be
Ned
in.
is in a real devious position
This
now.
is
Knows he has
crazy.
to
Ah,
see
it's
it, but he
unlucky.
gives away the game.
Oh no, and he calls
Chat,
his
keep
team
an eye on the
back
time, by the
B
way.
site. There's 3 players here.
Because
C9
Spike
could
is right
decide
now
to go
going
into
through
B.
door 20
Still, there's a
seconds.
Bucky back on
You got
site.
Mada, but he has
C9 just called
a
themselves out of the
Bucky.
round because they thought they had the
Does he
perfect
go for the
timing.
hero play
Mata,
or does he just
10
hold elbow?
seconds. A Bucky in his hand.
And they smoked for him.
But he doesn't
Yeah,
make
no,
the
he's
play.
just playing for his team. He
Plant
doesn't want to
goes
mess it
down
up.
Uncontested. It's the 2 Phantoms to try and close this out. But Mata, he has been so patient in this position. But he might have missed his opportunity. C9's made it out. Pull has to be committed very early on. But there's not a lot of time bought already. Mata's Bucky takes care of Vic, and with Ethan holding things down, there should be no way for Mitch to get back into
Okay,
this one now.
and they can get a lot of gun
Overwhelmed.
upgrades, man.
And
It's a big
win
round for
a
NRG.
eco
Everyone did
round.
really
It
nice
is
though.
Desperately needed.
Yeah, you know, we saw C9 do this to him back on Fracture, I believe. Now NRG give him a taste. of their own
Winnable?
medicine.
It's
That
for
was a
sure
force
winnable.
From NRG, they were banking everything on this round.
God, he had 8 HP after
If
that
that's
first
finding the
duel.
one there,
It could have gone so
that was
wrong.
good work, but really it all comes down to that lurk timing and that just not managing to get that moment for his team to rotate back into him.
A second different. He could have gotten
Mitch
2
is
kills.
1 away
He
from
opens
his
up
ult,
that site.
some 2 away from
Even if he
his.
doesn't lurk, C9 just commit into the B site and play a normal post plant and it works fine for them.
An unfortunate way for it to go. Still, lots of opportunities for C9 to close this one out, and they'll invest a little into some stingers here.
Oh, I love it. Light armor every round, every team always going for a half buy, never a full save. These rounds can slip away from you so quickly.
And they've already gained a lot of
Damn,
space.
what is
Yeah,
that?
that's a nice angle for Mata.
Looks,
He's just Vic's head
looks
and
nasty.
takes it
There's not many
out of
like
there.
headshot
Neon,
pauses,
so he's
but
running super
one of 'em.
fast in a full squat.
crouching, yeah.
Out of there.
who did he take down? He took down
Sure,
the
we'll let it happen.
smokes, Dude, he took down the
NRG
smokes,
fallen in this
and you
pattern
gotta
a few
try hit
times. They
A
just
when
leave
there's
the player
no
back in
smokes. This
spawn,
pause
ready to,
becomes
you know,
so
rotate
good.
over into A or into B quickly.
And we'll talk about
Yeah, they
that's
can
where
just
they're
hold
headed.
crossfire.
Oxy dashing
Holy.
into spawn.
Oh
Hello.
my god,
The
everyone's
Stingers
insane with
crazy in
stingers,
these
bro.
moments. Ethan has huge still in hand. Hello. You've got to be looking at Oxy.
But hold on, the spike is still on site. There's still 2 NRG members in secret with rifles in hand with a star placed on the ground. And now the smoke gives a moment for Zeppa to pick up that spike, but he's still got to fight through.
No flashes. No
30
tools to get
seconds
past this smoke.
No way they're walking
Are
it
they
out of
walking
here.
all the way back? They don't
They're
have
gonna
a lot
have
of
to
time.
start
Finesse is
running,
gonna hear them.
and Finesse is gonna hear them.
Finesse is going to hear him, and he's going to beat them to the punch. This one comes down to Finesse. The turret looking to slow
The turret's
someone
gonna
up, but
slow,
is he
and
gonna
depending on the
contest
plant,
plan?
Molly
He
might
goes
stop
up
plant.
towards heaven. Up top is
Oh
Oxy.
my god.
That's not legal.
Oh
How does he
god.
get away with that? Now the plant is down.
There
and the tides
is
of this
no
round have started to
way.
change. 2v2. Oxy backside on 5 HP.
God, that's his Astro.
cosmic divide
No
up.
matter what, it's costly.
Forces the hand for C9.
Costly and scary.
Oxy wants to stay on one side.
Rock
trying
that
to
should
hear a
take him
spike
down
tap,
though.
but he can't commit to it. Instead, Som starting to hold things down, swing through.
Oh,
NRG
that was
mop it up.
so scary to watch. Oxy ended up doing a lot of damage into this round. He updrafts and wins the duel. That's so
Also,
funny,
Oxy?
man.
What? Where did that come from? The dash into flowers, first of all, was crazy. Because remember, this is a bad buy from C9. They're also down in numbers without smokes. And then he went on the full run, then the boost up into heaven. Pretty sick stuff from the duelist.
Do not let yourself fall.
Okay.
Recovering it.
NRG
Really
try a
important
couple
buy
rounds
round.
out of
C9 have the
C9's
ult
hands,
advantage,
but it's gonna
and
be
you
the
would
first
imagine
real
they just take
rifle
A main,
round
get
for
the
this
orb
game,
on
and
Yoru,
C9
and then you got the combo.
keep the pace high, already take fast
Yeah,
control
we're gonna
for
see the
A-main.
combo here. So C9, sorry, NRG should know
Pushed all the way down
that
into
this is
B,
gonna happen now.
showing
So
a
what's
lot
the
of that forward
reaction?
presence and then
The
sprinting
reaction to
away with
losing
the
A
neon
main, they went
options and
aggro
TP
over
out
towards
quickly
B,
too.
set 1 up. It might actually
That's
work
real
out
up there
alright
with
for
Gavin.
NRG. What does C9 decide to do?
Euro ult for Zeppa. He's gonna work his way through art, set this
Yeah.
up to be a split into
Okay,
the
this
inside.
is pretty smart from NRG. They just fall all the way back. They know there's some kind of
Trying to
combo going
connect
down
off of
here.
Zeppa's information.
Brock's in trouble.
Doesn't really find
Everyone's kind of in
anything. No,
trouble.
the last pulse, barely.
Som has
Stand
gone
onto
for
Brock.
a
Som's riding inside of the smoke on site. Heard the TP behind him, but isn't ready for it. Zeppa's gonna take him down.
bold
Finesse
play.
has already made his way
F
into
and
the
S,
site,
fair
racking
play.
him up.
Made it doable.
Before he falls too. Now a 2-on-2.
But the players from NRG are isolated. And Oxy's in a tough
Such
position
an
to deal
important
with.
duel.
Ethan's revealed himself, and Oxy trying to find the right
Oh
moment to
my
swing.
goodness, that was so scary.
And walks all the way back.
30 seconds left.
A tap on the spike, now a fight into spawn. They see nothing. Expect the wrap towards flowers. Oxy ready on the angle, but where's that Yoru? Ethan's patient. Waiting in spawn. Letting Mata make the work happen. Good flash. Buying a lot of attention. And
Yeah,
Mata's walked
just
all the way
literally
up.
just
Ethan
being
baiting this one out.
the decoy on this. Damn, nicely done from C9. I like the little fake tap with the spike double swing they did to get back a sight.
Yeah, look, if Vic can't get that kill for another second, it's a 2K instantly for
Yeah,
Mata.
they also read
Turning
the
it around on
situation
the
really
flank.
well, right? As soon as they realized that Ethan didn't commit
NRG
off
did
the
such a
flash,
good
they
job
knew he was like
distracting
delaying
there.
full Mada.
With Ethan's
So
Yoru.
then they just had to send it with a
The
double
second you
swing.
get that kill,
Like
instantly you're turning around. You don't
C9
see
in the
anyone else in front of you.
2v2, they handled this so well. There's so many situations where like they could have caught out
March
the
continues for C9.
solo players.
It's going to be a big fight, A-main.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Though hearing that neon slide, C9 tempered
Yeah,
things for a
NRG go
moment.
for their own 4-pass and
what about
over
that
towards
big
A
fight?
main.
Might still go for it.
It's gonna happen if NRG just
Oh
don't
boy,
leave
Mada
Mata to
man.
die
You
here.
might.
But for now, he's
I was gonna
alone.
say you
Doesn't
might be in
matter.
trouble, but
Get
just
the
straight up
kills.
spams, kills
Now
the
he has to
smokes.
start to think about escaping.
Dude, they can definitely
He'll
chill
back his
now.
way
They got no
out As
smokes.
his team re-clears through art back into mid.
Yeah, expecting C9 to move back there, but they still keep looking into Mata. Now a smoke's been called down. C9 realize they have no positioning on the map to play with. So maybe looking for a mid re-clear, could consider some attention down into B, but Net hasn't stepped into that space either.
He's been periodically checking his
Nolan,
cam,
thank
though.
you so much for the
They don't
A-Moms,
get
man.
us
Appreciate the
directly
prime.
clear, but they have to be worried about Art.
Astra
This is a
contact into
really
Flash
annoying
with,
setup, right?
dude, honestly,
Yeah,
the
Sova
setup's
just
kind of
peeking
nice.
in Art, then all of a sudden you can have a flash swing.
I feel like
from the
FNS has to
close
do a
angle.
lot here. Does he turtle elbow or does he go
Turret
spawn?
broken.
Wait, dude, he
C9 are
turtles?
just gonna
Oh
commit
boy.
to B.
Let's see. He's
Finesse
kind of gonna
choosing
kill
to
one.
stick on site.
He's completely alone in this endeavor. A Yoru TP coming at him in just a second. He can't see a thing. Finesse executed in the back halls.
Keep your eyes on Oxy too. He's trying to get active here in the post lane. He's trying to end things right here, right now. Mata, the only player waiting for him, and with his team finding kills over into Street, getting the job done there too. NRG have no position to try and retake into this site. Mata priming, getting
Dude, it's
ready
so
to
hard
slide
'cause
out
Oxy
into
just
the
wins
site,
the
but
round,
no one's
though.
waiting for Oxy in spawn. Deals with that nicely. And now the clock's starting to work against NRG. Zeppa still in back hall, but the smoke on the spike gets up to half now. NRG
He's
chooses to
ripping
pull
it
one out,
out.
but they got one.
Oh my god, Brock.
With the Guardian,
How's
and
Brock
he's gonna
done
be able
that?
to hold on through.
Brock again, saving NRG. It's
Yeah,
a second 2v2
I
that he's
mean,
won
you
for the
definitely,
team. I love the
you
idea
definitely
from
got to
C9
shout out
though.
the fact that Som's still alive to
just
be able to do
drifting
the
above,
smoke
ace
here. The
130
smoke's the
in
reason
the air.
they can even make this play.
That is all traded out. And NRG
Guys
yet
just spinning
again
around
stay
with a
alive
Guardian
this
in
game.
sight.
Kind of crazy that C9 have players in spawn back hall on site.
It's a
And
nice
somehow
shot.
NRG are still able to get out here with a smoke on spike.
Yeah, he was
full
calm
stack.
with it.
It's because C9 went for the safe defuse. He did a little bit more of a trek to go back into that
I wonder when
smoke.
C9 calls the
Positions they were
timeout.
playing.
It must be
That's going to
tempting.
break the economy as well for C9.
Get out of my way.
But Oxy still has the Blade Storm. Makes the
Okay,
round a
no
bit
one
more
shot the
potent.
recon, so they know that they create pressure over towards
Outlaw
A
in Ethan's
main.
hands.
Ethan getting his own Owler out.
Oh, this is a good angle to play with too. Beautiful work, but can't secure the second. Still good enough to fall back.
And still on a great angle to recontest into long with that Outlaw.
Yeah, just put the TP down as
Yeah,
well.
sets himself up with another teleport into backside too, so he can repost on this angle.
Great
picks
shot.
him out of the
Just
sky.
TP out now. No?
There's another one coming to you, buddy.
Shot.
Mitch goes back in and
We'll just kill
punishment
everyone.
is there. Oxy with the Blade Storm wants to trade this on out. TP into back, although still, Ethan is found. Oxy would have loved to have found
One
that
knife.
second though. Only has one bullet. But everyone but Mana is one shot to the Outlaw. There's
Yeah, I was
still
going to say they got a
danger
lot
to
of
this round,
regen
right?
armors. It's actually kind of doable for Oxy here.
I want what you're having. I don't see it yet. I don't fully believe yet.
They have to give him an opportunity. Someone has to mess up. But Oxy's hunting. Mana's the only man with full armor. And that's a wrong target to pick.
Okay. Dude, it's getting close. Surely Imi times out here. What do they got? They got a Yoru ult into Astra ult.
But now is where the ult
Against the
question starts to
Sova
be
ult
asked, right? NRG
and the Yoru
have a
ult
Yoru
as
ult to
well.
work with. Same thing for Zepp on the other side.
Very nice shooting from Ethan. I think it was back on EG the last time we saw him playing
Yeah,
Yoru on
here
this
it
map.
is.
Timeout though for C9. This is a pretty critical round for them. Money's gonna be back up. Like you mentioned, they have a couple big ults.
Yeah, I mean, like the obvious ult play from C9 is you just run a simple exec with the Astro Wall and the Aura ult, but I'd almost
Did you start
rather
believing?
them
I mean, this
use
is a
the
giant
ult to
round.
Get information into mid and see if they can break. You don't necessarily just want to run an exec.
The thing for
play a
NRG is
5v5 post plan.
the money's pretty low on
Love to
2,
if
so if
you're
they do lose
C9,
this,
get things a little bit
it's
muddier,
probably
bring
the
down the
end.
numbers for sure.
At least have
Mata still
Neon
has a
ult,
judge in
but
his
that's
hands.
probably for this
And
round, got the
it's gonna be a
backup
similar
judge
setup
still.
for NRG. Between the double
C9.
duelists,
Dude, are they really
over
just
towards
going
the
for a
B side
straight
to
up
fight
A
only
here?
for that space.
We got
And they
camera at
only
middle
stall
to
util on A.
See if there's a reaction or take some mids, but
here behind the Astra and the Sova. Gonna be hard even with the
recon goes in. They change their recon this
They
time.
don't show much though initially. Just the dart to
Your
take mid.
ult straight
And
away
now, your ult into the site.
with an Astra ult straight away. Is there like a cubby to ult through? No. Dude, they get a full sight though. Big jewel from Oxy's to send it through his own Astra ult. Oh, lunatics, man. I mean, at least they all did it together. I can't be super angry if I'm C9. They all did it together. But did they have enough space here and sight? Kinda.
And this time he gets the better of Vic.
I mean, Finesse isn't going to be fooled by a round like that. It's just too simplistic from C9.
Chunk with the Prime with the 15 months. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now this is going to get close. Because that was both for the ults used.
To get your Yoru over on that side of the map. And then abuse the fact you've got 4 bodies on this side to hide in some ratty corners.
And that's the first round where I feel like I'm seeing some glimmers of that map 1 NRG, who does a really good job of being one step ahead of their opponents, setting up the right
Yeah, and NRG are like very close to having the 4 main ults. And C9, probably their best ults just got used.
For that one again. Similar setup this time for NRG. The one fewer molly. This one just on default to catch a plant or catch your teleport.
NRG super willing to give up space though. Don't want to risk anything on this
Question mark credit over towards 8.
If they need to hit the
Lot of info
use some of those.
for NRG on the sides of Ethan.
C9, they're throwing out the next teleport. Getting ready for the second phase exec into the site.
Did the shooter. Yeah.
Well, with it getting broken, I don't know if C9 are actually going to commit to this one. It's a hard one to go for.
Does he want to sub ult here?
To try and fight into art, maybe pinch in with net.
Yeah.
Could be a cool idea, but no one's waiting for him.
Hunter's Fury?
The lovely silver.
Beautiful from Brock. Looking just like he did in Tier 2. With some excellent Sova utility.
That's what I mean, though. It's such nice push and pull from NRG. Yeah, Net's going to find a timing.
Enemy remaining.
But there's no way they can win this round.
Exactly. But again, NRG fall back away from that exec. Aren't getting fooled. And when C9 go for that, you know, little pivot into art, no one's actually there.
Now they're ready with a high-low setup.
Very nice.
It is a very clean anti-eco NRG. They're looking alive
So
in the second
ult for
half.
C9 is the big one here.
MS has to sort of bear down and keep trying to read. Okay, what does C9 actually showed him? Showed the double ult full exec into the A site, then just a regular old exec into the A site. Yeah, with a little bit of a slowdown in the mid round. But C9 almost threw away that next round by just running back a similar idea. Now, no real surprise, C9 moved their way over towards the B side of the map.
Yeah, dude, Ethan's just, ever since the Outlaw round, Ethan's just like, dude, just let me up.
Look at the change-up, though. This time, the Killjoy setup has shifted to B.
I like this little bait.
Expects a change-up from C9.
Because Drone's not going to spot the bait from Marta here. It's
Playing
nice.
backside. Usually Neon playing so much more forward. Now with the stun to fight through the smoke.
And I'm going to be honest, this looks just like some of the rounds from T1 when they were playing this comp.
Yeah, and we got to look over towards NRG. They're holding an early line over towards A, so the rotate does come in. Sova's going to be here. Brook doesn't have recon for a little bit. And Oxy didn't check the corner. Ooh.
Still Oxy causing problems. He was left alive in backside.
Yeah, that's a rough one with that smoke. 15 HP, regen shield comes in. Could probably tank one, but well, maybe not.
It's now a 2-on-3 situation.
This is a hard retake with the arm.
But he has the ultimate.
Som's gonna have to go huge. Mitch has ult, so they gotta go real fast.
Flash up. Oxy trying to fight ahead of it. They need to get the kill on this Jet.
Is he not moving for that shot? That's wild.
Fighting in for more. That gives
Big
one to
smoke
Som.
diffuse, but you
But
just
he
know
would be
that
a hell of a
ult's coming
clutch to win
in.
this now. Tap on the spike. Astra pull used. More util. Being committed for Som, but the dart, an ultimate. It's
real
all
nice.
bearing down on Som. And he's just trying to dance his way out of this one. Revealed by the ult.
Okay, very
And
very
taken
nice.
down
3
by
chances to end this one.
C9. Series point.
Kind of miraculous that C9 were able to win on that exec. I thought Mata's positioning for sure had them.
You have to
The
give so much
counter pull,
credit
yeah,
to Oxy
it
that round.
looked like he thought about
It's pretty
doing it,
normal, let
but
the
it like a
dive
little bit too
start
late.
putting players in the choke, but Oxy does so much with that opportunity. Fights back in, gets 2 and back on, stays alive until the very end of this round.
Yep.
Nice, Vic. Good job.
And now NRG
Double ump.
2 operators.
Double AWP.
9 to 12.
Oxy
That's the call for them.
wanting to get the AWP here.
Into main with that, but the pullback star into the drone. You
Oh,
can't
dude,
exactly
he got
dodge away
spotted.
from this, so throws up the wall, has to run on through.
Yeah, Noxy picks up knives on this.
Operators is brutal.
You can never let it come down to retake. You have to fight forward. You can't back away from
Big
these
jaw
lines.
here, and Noxy's
So
gonna
Mara has to do
absolutely send it.
everything. An opportunity
Oh,
against the
he's in
Jet.
trouble, man.
Dash.
He's in so much trouble. Great shot.
Excellent. Stuns himself on the slide and somehow stays alive for a moment. He'll die finally. But
It's
that
rough to
lockdown
watch.
from Finesse is good.
Oh, it's so rough to watch.
There's Vic going into art. This map is about to blow up. NRG have read it. 2 players already proceed the rotate into
They
the
might have
site.
overcooked it.
Finesse is
Let's
aware of
see.
what's going
Ethan
down,
did
and
just
Ethan
take the TP
choosing
though
to
over
have Som
towards
push
B.
forward into A main
It
to
all
greet
comes
these two
down to
players.
Som. And the spike
Som
is coming his
must
way.
Get a kill here. Honestly, he needs more than that.
Oh, we
He has
saw
to
him
shut
and
down this
he
front of the
wasn't
approach,
spotted.
but he's already been seen by Oxy.
Oh, okay. Maybe
In
he
the
was
smoke he
spotted.
goes. Trying to find an opening.
What a
worried about the
incredibly
pinch, which is soon
rough
to come, but his team is
position
so
to be
far
in.
away.
30 seconds left.
It has to be just him. But they've wrapped around, and they know exactly where Som is from
Dude,
behind.
they played this well,
Oxy deals
C9.
with him. I know it's Ethan and
Oh, what
Finesse
the hell's
to
going
try
on,
and
bro?
save this round. Finesse, knife in hand.
Dude, I can't even
Now
click
pushing
off it,
forward
chat.
into the cage. And Ethan still across the map.
He's got a gun now
Hackers?
at the
Dude,
very least,
I'm
but
getting
still.
hacked out here.
Finesse
Update?
needs to act
Oh, that's
quicker.
crazy.
Then
The time is
Ethan's presence will
outrageous.
allow.
And Vic is just waiting. A pull on the spike to end the round. Finesse has to make his move soon. But Nets wrapped all the way through. Still, Finesse gets ahead of
You
it.
guys gotta
That's
go
one, but
fast.
now
Nets
this fight
secured
becomes
this.
more and more of
We
a
got
problem.
Ash to suck.
Finesse is going to try and pull. They're trying to body block. Can
Oh.
they succeed? Finesse is still
Oh.
sticking, but there's a swing in front of him.
Okay. Dude, nicely done for C9. They just got way too many rounds on defense. Way too many rounds. Dude, C9 just dominate NRG for the past 2 years. Very, very nice. Yeah, the stuff that I was speaking about at the half is just very true, huh?
Even after faltering in that opening map, I mean.